they stumbled upon something utterly bizarre. In the middle of a desert at over 100 degrees, there was a patch of pure white ice sitting right there on the ground. Mike thought his eyes were playing tricks on him, so he gently stepped on it, only for the ice to crack apart beneath his foot. It really was ice. Neither of them had ever encountered anything this eerie. A wave of unease washed over them, and they didn't dare stay a moment longer. They jumped in the car and drove off. But behind them, a chilling figure was watching their every move. Not long after Mike and Sarah drove off, a black car came speeding up after them. It was moving fast. Within moments, it was right on their tail. You'd think it would just pass, but instead of slowing down, it accelerated. Just when Mike thought the car was about to overtake them, it suddenly dropped its speed and stuck to their rear bumper. This sent chills down Mike's spine. He sped up, trying to shake it off, but every time he accelerated, the black car matched him. It just wouldn't back off. Thinking they'd run into some kind of road rage lunatic, Mike swerved into a roadside diner to lose him. Luckily, the black car didn't follow. Tailgating like that on the highway was downright dangerous, and Mike didn't want to risk another run-in. So they decided to take a breather inside. There were only 3 customers in the diner. A woman with a vacant stare, and 2 elderly folks in their 60s. Something about them was deeply off. Maybe it was Sarah's natural intuition, but the moment she walked in, a cold shiver ran through her. She couldn't stand being in that place, so they grabbed some food to go and got out fast. Back on the road, with the black car nowhere in sight, they finally relaxed. Just as Mike pulled out his phone to put on some music.
Fucking Christ, again?
Sarah slammed on the brakes and pulled over. That jolt. It felt like they'd hit something. But when Mike got out to check, the road was completely empty. And here's the really creepy part. They were right back at the spot where they'd found the ice. Mike figured Sarah must have taken a wrong turn leaving the diner. But Sarah swore she hadn't. She'd even double-checked with Mike on the way out. While they were trying to make sense of it, Mike spotted something in the distance. A black car parked on the side of the road. The same black car from before. That car had already shaken Mike to the core. He wanted Sarah to hand over the keys so they could bolt. But Sarah had had enough of this mental torture. Ignoring him, she marched straight toward the black car. She wanted answers. Why the hell was this guy stalking them? But one look at the driver was all it took. She turned and ran for her life. Mike begged her to tell him what she saw, but Sarah wouldn't say a word. She just jumped in the car and floored it. All she wanted was to get as far away as possible. The moment they took off, the black car came roaring after them. No matter how fast Sarah drove, it stayed locked on their tail. She was on the verge of tears. And to make things worse, they were running low on gas. Seeing her this terrified, Mike couldn't help but ask again what she'd seen. Sarah just shook her head. Whatever face was behind that wheel, no words could describe it. All she could do was pray the black car wouldn't catch them. But then it surged forward, closing the gap until the 2 cars were almost touching. Their car couldn't outrun it. It was only a matter of time. Just when all hope seemed lost, there it was again. The diner. Like grabbing at a lifeline, Sarah hit the gas and swung the wheel hard, skidding into the parking lot. Just like before, the black car didn't follow. It just kept going. Finally, they could catch their breath. Once she calmed down, Mike's curiosity got the better of him and he asked again.
Sarah, what did you see?
I don't know, but it wasn't a person. It was something else. And it's not going to stop until it catches us.
This time, when he heard her answer, he realized just how serious things were. They rushed inside to use the diner's phone to call for help. Sarah dialed 911. But the area was so remote, the police wouldn't arrive for hours. For their safety, the dispatcher told them to stay put at the diner until help arrived. What Sarah didn't know, the person on the other end wasn't a cop at all. It was the diner's manager. After the call, they sat and waited. When they finished their meal, the waiter quietly slipped a note from his pocket and left it on the table. Sarah looked at it, puzzled. But before she could even read it, the manager rushed over and snatched it away. Written on that note, in plain letters, "Run." The manager brushed it off smoothly, but Sarah's instincts were screaming. Then, as he led them to their room, he called her by name. Sarah. But she'd never told him her real name. How could he possibly know it? That was all she needed. As soon as the manager opened the door to their room, she grabbed Mike, jumped in the car, and peeled out of the parking lot. They ignored the manager shouting after them and sped off. Whatever his deal was, they just wanted to get as far from that diner as possible.
Fuck. What the fuck was that about? Both of you!
Doesn't surprise me you scared him off like that.
Oh, fuck you both! They'll be back! They have nowhere else to go!
But the road wasn't safe either. Sarah glanced to the side and saw a figure standing there, watching them. It was the driver of the black car. He'd never left. He'd been waiting for them to come out the whole time. They hit the gas, desperate to escape. But no matter how far they drove, they kept ending up in the same place. After what felt like forever, they felt that same jolt again. Like hitting something. Only this time, they didn't stop. They just kept driving. They'd never tried that before, and naively hoped that by staying in the car, they could break the loop. But not long after, the black car reappeared. This time, they weren't going to hide in the diner. This time, they were going to fight back. Mike sped ahead, the black car chasing behind. Inside the diner, the 3 figures watched like spectators, seeing them pass by again and again, as if just waiting for Mike and Sarah to come back inside. But after what the manager had pulled, there was no way they were setting foot in there again. Still, at this rate, the black car was going to catch them eventually. Then Mike had an idea. He slammed on the brakes. As the black car shot past, he cranked the wheel hard and spun the car a full 180. That's right. They were going to drive the opposite direction. They'd never tried that before. They'd just been running blindly, trapped in the loop. The moment they turned around, the black car vanished. Just when they thought they'd finally won, Sarah realized they were still stuck on the same stretch of road. No matter how long they drove, they couldn't leave. With nowhere left to turn, they tried one last thing. They pulled over, abandoned the car, and started walking. They wandered through the desert for who knows how long. Finally, they made it out. And there, on the roadside, they saw it. A car flipped over.
What the fuck? Oh my god. It's our fucking car.
What?
It's our fucking car.
Blood on the wreckage. That's when it hit them. They died in that crash. A long time ago.
We're dead! We're fucking dead!
And at that very moment, a deep cold settled into their bodies. Even their breath turned icy in the air.